It's easy to always get caught up in the new mining rig, right? But how have some of my mining rigs performed for me? Hey, I'm Vosk. I'm a full-time crypto freaking nerd. We make videos here on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, and I'm building my own full-time mining farm. I mine Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies, and today I want to break down 3 mining rigs. It's really 2 plus a category, I guess, in a way, and how they've been performing. Am I happy with this? Am I not happy? The pros and cons, and is it really as easy as just submitting a payment, plugging in power in an Ethernet cable, and earning easy passive income, baby? How much I earned with these 3 mining rigs shocked me. It's blown me away. All right, let's just jump into a super controversial one. This is a rig that I was essentially charged about 12 grand for. I didn't get this thing for free. And we worked out a deal with our sponsor, Asic Marketplace, to offset some of this cost, but full transparency, because buying all of these new miners over the last year, when there's been so many new releases and they've been so expensive, it's very difficult, from the content creation business point of view. The bottom line though is this thing was mining at this speed, and it was making many more coins, or earning many more coins per day when it came out. This chart doesn't go back that far, but it was essentially earning $100 a day, which is crazy, right? It was so profitable for a brief period, but a few things have massively negatively impacted it. So right now it's earning around like $15 a day at best. Actually, let's run the numbers. We'll get the, so we earned 11.45, so 14 bucks. And one of the key differences is that when this miner came out versus now, the coin price has come down dramatically. Basically, it's trading at 33% of what it was before. So this is the Goldshell AL box, the Alph miner. The price has come down significantly too. Ironically, it's literally trading at about a third what it was trading at before. So you can punch in our coupon code, which is down in the video description below. You can use our link, which would be incredible, and support the channel, and grab one of these today if you'd like to do so. But make sure you are aware that they are promoting the AL box 2. It's literally 2 of them in one. Maybe not literally, but figuratively, essentially, basically. It's twice as powerful. This mines at almost 360 gigahash a second. The new one mines at 720 gigahash a second. The power consumption on the original AL box is 180 watts. The new AL box power consumption is 360 watts. It is the equivalent of buying 2 of these. So this miner earned shocking income when it came out. I've held all the coins that it's mined. So the daily earnings have dropped dramatically. You also mine less coins over time. Look, just a month ago, I was mining about 14 coins a day. Now I'm mining about 11.5 coins per day. When more miners are released into the network, I will be mining less coins per day. I'm very curious what they're going to price this at. With the current AL box still being listed and sold for around $4,000, they're either going to crush the price on this, or the AL box 2 is going to be very expensive. So right now, if they only made one AL box 2 and released it and everything else stayed the same, we'd be mining about $28 a day, right? And so over the next year, you'd make 10 grand. I don't think it's unrealistic with the way they've been pricing things, and I'm not saying I like it or agree with it, that we see the AL box 2 come out with a price around $10,000. It's kind of like this is on repeat, much like the previous AL box. So I've earned something around like $2,000 with this miner with the current prices, which is a far cry away from essentially a 12 grand price tag. it's still profitable. It still earns a lot more than it burns. Understand, at 180 watts, this is very profitable at many different electricity rates. You know, we're talking earning $14 a day, and you only have to pay 180 watts worth of electricity. That's like $1 a day for the average person. So this has been a shocking miner from its release to the downfall of this coin's price. It's not over for Alph. What does the future hold? We've been thinking that we're going to see a bigger, more powerful miner come out from a competitor, like if Bitmain turned around and released some sort of powerhouse. But it's been several months and no other manufacturers have answered that call, at least publicly. Man, these Alph ASIC miners just get worse and worse if you're a Goldshell buyer, right? You know, I got this AL box with a ridiculous initial price on it, and now the new Bitmain AL1 Alph miner has not only been released, but it's going up for sale. You buy 10 AL box 2s, which are twice as good and half the price, right, of the AL box 1 versus debut. And if you bought 10 AL box 2s, you'd be in for 60 grand, and you would have half the performance of one Bitmain Antminerr AL1 Alph ASIC miner, right? That's coming in at less than half the price. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. And we are no longer in the era where first batch buyers do well, at least not with these off brands. That may continue to be true. It has been pretty true for the Bitmain Antminers, but companies like Goldshell are failing to compete for whatever reason. And we also have these Iceriver Alph ASIC miners, which is crazy because they've only made Kaspa miners to date previously. Wow. So let's move on to the next miner, the Bombax EZ100. And we're going to focus here on the Pro, which is the latest release. It's slightly more powerful, but a little bit less efficient than the EZ100. The EZ100 Pro is mining about 1.2 ETC per day. You can check my stats right here. That's about 1.2.
Minute.
Or I guess I'm developing dyslexia. We'll call it 1.12. So about, yeah, let's make it a little nicer. Ka-chow. $26 per day in ETC, and it's also dual mining ZIL, earning about $4.60 there. This thing only costs $5-6 a day to run if you've got like around a 10 cent per kilowatt hour electricity rate. So $26 plus $4.6, it's earning over $30 per day, and doesn't cost all that much to run. So we could say that we're definitely putting around $25 in profit into our pockets. That's very impressive. Ethereum Classic is the 29th biggest cryptocurrency. It has a $3 billion market cap. It's up 20% over the last year, 15% of that in the last week. And I mean, it's just a long-standing coin. It should essentially be here, you know. I don't know why it's still here, but it still is here. So it may not be going away. I'd love to see Ethereum Classic replace ETH. It's unlikely at this point that will ever happen. I'm a big proponent and supporter of mineable cryptocurrencies for many reasons that I've talked about here on the channel before. Subscribe and check out those videos if you want to see. Now, let me blow your mind. 20 G's. This thing costs nearly $20,000. I mean, it's so expensive. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's the best in class performer. And let's say we just focus on the profitability roughly after the electric cost. So like over the next year, we'd earn about $9,000. So you go 2 years and you're essentially taking 2 years at current prices and projection to break even on this device. Keep in mind that ZIL will not be mined forever. So that profitability is going to go down. This has been one of the most shocking releases because it's a new manufacturer that's been doing very good so far. And they are so much more efficient than their next best competition. And their next best competition, the Jazz miners, blow away the Bitmain releases on efficiency. So it's just crazy to see such a quantum leap in that mining efficiency. But it comes at a price. So this is a miner I think will be very profitable for a very long time, but at a very high price point. This is a good option for those that want a high capital, right? High efficiency. You don't have a lot of electricity potentially. But I'm absolutely shocked with this miner. Everything about it. Laser etching is really cool though. Seriously, by the way. So this is absolutely noteworthy, unusual. And it's definitely going to be something to watch. So I really wanted to break that down in today's video because we have like a great little mini miner that, while it's still very expensive, is pretty affordable in the current landscape of mining, which is sad to say. Sure, it's no Iceriver KS3 ultra affordable, which, like, just by the way, if you're looking for a great little mini miner, the KS3 ultra, I mean, it's priced around $300 once you get it shipped with the power supply, and you know, it makes like $1-ish a day currently, which puts you under a 1-year break even. But Kaspa's crazy, and that's going to be the next third miner / category we talk about. Kaspa's recently gone over 400 petahash a second, which is wild. Kaspa's up again, up 7%, trading at nearly 20 cents per coin. It's impressive. It's impressive performance. And when we go and we look at the mining profitability, right? So I've got like an IB Link BMKS Max, very profitable. But the standout miner is really the KS3. The Antminerr KS3 was insanely expensive a while ago, and I mean, it's just been very profitable for a long time. I've had the Antminerr KS3 for 7 months. Yeah, about 7 months ago, I got this miner in, and then 3 months ago, it was earning about $60 per day. And then today it's earning about $33 per day before the electricity bill. For me, that's about $8. This has a daily profit of about $25. And if it kept up that rate for the next year, that would pull in about $9,000. This has been an impressive rig, but it carried just too much of a premium when it came out. The other miner that was so popular that I've been so disappointed with, okay, it's really been the Iceriver miners in particular. The KS3M and KS3L are the new models and releases on that front. But my KS3M has been absolute trash. Okay, this thing, it dropped a hash board, and now it's dropped half of another hash board. So and sometimes this second board just completely fails too. So let me just like put this into perspective for you. The KS2, which was thousands of dollars cheaper and so much less profitable, is oftentimes making the same. I just restarted this a couple hours ago to get this performance to line up, but you can see hashboard 2 wasn't working earlier, hashboard 1 was working slightly, and this was the performance, and it was like that for a couple days because I forget once in a while to stop checking the dang thing. And the daily mining profitability was literally the exact same on NiceHash for the KS2 and the KS3M, right? And look at the miner model specs and the differences between the KS2 and the KS3M here on screen. The KS3M is drastically more powerful. It is supposed to be so much more profitable. I hate the Iceriver KS3M. You can put some potential fault on me because I did overclock it. I used the T-Swift overclock. Did that expedite this product failing? I don't know. My KS1 failed, and well, the power supply did on that, not the actual hash boards. I never overclocked that one. Replaced the power supplies, and that's back in the mining game. That is another miner that was making $10-20+ a day, really high, crazy profitability, and now earns a whopping $3.66. Granted, that was quite a while ago, so it's made a good return overall, but the drop in mining profitability honestly cannot be stomached by most people for Kaspa miners. You will spend several $1,000s. You will earn the vast majority of the profitability or like the return on that buy in those early months. At least that's been my experience. And then the last several months, you're hoping that these things keep working and you'll have good earnings in that period. So I'm frustrated with Kaspa mining. It's like every day you turn around, there's a new miner model. I'm hoping that they're just starting to reach some level where like they don't have a much better version in their back pocket. Kaspa is a big cryptocurrency now. It's the 28th biggest cryptocurrency ranked by CoinMarketCap, over $4 billion. It's up 550% in the last year, making it one of the best performing top cryptocurrencies. It's held its gains. I mean, it's a straight upwards chart here. It's impressive. And if you went back just to 2022, you could have gotten absolutely mind-blowing returns on this. We talked about GPU mining it previously when that was still possible. Now it's ASIC mine. Only these big custom silver computer box things mine it. I've been honestly shocked with how well Kaspa's done. It's been the outlier. It's outperformed its peers. Absolutely impressive and not common. We look at this cryptocurrency, it's soared past cryptocurrencies you could say are comparable to at least some degree, like Nervos, like Cadena, even Ethereum Classic. Like, these are platform cryptocurrencies that are getting crushed comparatively to Kaspa's performance and return. Moving forward with Kaspa mining, the KS5 Pro from Bitmain is massive batch apparently coming. It's best in class efficiency, and they cut their price down so much that all the other manufacturers drop price huge on their models to try to move that inventory. Because you look at this is more power consumption for about half the hash rate. The KS5L was selling for the same price. Like, I'm into my KS5L for the same price that you could buy a KS5 Pro today. I haven't had my KS5L very long. I mean, my video when I got this thing came out a month or two ago. So there's a breakdown on some recent miners and their performance. How's it going? Hey, hi, how you doing? Like, all that stuff. Mining has been difficult this year. Very capital heavy. Some impressive returns, but at a very high price point and continually rapidly diminishing. We haven't seen many miners you buy, right? And then the coin pumps and you're like, wow, I'm so glad I got into this thing cheap. Across the board, miners that have been very profitable have lost a lot of that profitability, either due to much more competition on the network, like Kaspa, or the coin has dumped in price, or some sort of combination of both. So hey, I'm Vosker on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm always chasing financial freedom with everything in crypto, but especially I love mining. It's a great way to earn passive income. It's fun, it's engaging, and it's the best way to distribute coins on a network. I firmly believe that it's one of the key pieces to Bitcoin's success that people either don't understand or do not appreciate enough. So let's close this out with our CMO, our Chief Mining Officer, who of course is our resident Sheeby Deeby, or what does the youth say? Our resident Chief Skibbity Officer here at the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.